All right, friends. There are a million things to say, and yes, I am looking at headlines on my other screen, but I actually wanted to take this moment to step away, just briefly, mindfully, from headlines that will continue to scream every day until eternity, because the world will actually never be in a place that is 100% fine. But this week, we get to read a Torah portion that tells us a different tone of story, and I wanted to give us the gift of just being in that different tone. So, if I was doing my Mr. Rogers thing, just walk in, put on a sweater, change your shoes, have a seat. I'd like to read you a story. This is Parshat Chayei Sarah, the first love story in the Torah. And I have a book, a very little book, called A Love That Will Knock You Off Your Camel. And I just want to read you a story. Because in this week's Parsha, Rebecca and Isaac meet. And this is what happened, or at least a story about what happened. And since it's a love story, I want you to see, I dedicate this one to Neshama. Okay. Once upon a time, in a land not too far away, there lived a man named Abraham. He was a wise person, a shepherd, a teacher. He loved being these things. That's Abraham. But most of all, he loved being a father. Abraham's son Isaac was a very special person with a big heart and big feelings. Abraham loved Isaac very much and wanted one thing more than anything else for him: to find love. To find someone who would love him, someone he would love back. Abraham wanted this for Isaac very, very much. So Abraham asked his best friend Eliezer to help find a special person for Isaac. Eliezer loved his friends Abraham and Isaac very much, so he decided to go. That's a picture of Abraham and Isaac holding hands because they were friends. Eliezer packed for the journey and brought some donkeys and camels along. They are strong animals that can travel a long distance. Then he thought to himself, I want to find someone special for Isaac. But how will I know who the right person is? When Eliezer found a place to rest, he looked around at all the special people there, wondering which one would be the one who fit Isaac's heart best. He saw some people had eyes that were brown, some people had eyes that were green and curved, some were blue and round. They were all special. Some people had curly hair, or wavy hair, or no hair. Some people had noses that looked this way. Others had noses that looked that way. And everybody had earlobes. One person who had straight hair, greenish, brownish eyes, a nose that looked like a nose, and earlobes, of course, came up to Eliezer, shook his hand, and said, Hi, I'm Rebecca. I don't know you yet. Welcome. It's nice to meet you. You look very tired and dusty. So do your camels and donkeys. Would you all like some water to drink? Here's a picture of Rebecca. As she spoke, Eliezer looked into her eyes and saw that they weren't only greenish-brownish. They were kind eyes. There was kindness in Rebecca's eyes. She was a very special person. Eliezer thought to himself, maybe Rebecca is the special person who would fit Isaac best. He thanked Rebecca for sharing her water with him and with his donkeys and camels. Then he told her about his journey and said, My friend Isaac is a very nice person. He has short curly hair, a nose that looks like that, brownish bluish eyes, and he has 2 very nice earlobes. He is also very kind. Would you like to meet him? I think the 2 of you could be very good friends. One day, you might even love each other. This is Eliezer describing Isaac. Rebecca stopped to think about what she wanted to do. After all, she loved her family and her town so much. She also knew that her mother had once told her that she wanted one thing more than anything else for Rebecca: to find love, to find someone who would love her, someone she would love back. Rebecca's mother wanted this for Rebecca very, very much. Rebecca decided she wanted this for herself too. So she agreed to journey with Eliezer to meet Isaac. They packed for the journey with extra water Rebecca made certain to bring for the donkeys and camels. They are strong animals that can travel a long distance, but they sure do get thirsty sometimes. As they came near to Abraham and Isaac's home, Isaac was walking in the field, feeling big feelings and smiling at the trees. He looked up and saw the camels. He saw the donkeys. He saw Eliezer. He also saw someone new. He couldn't quite see her eyes or nose, but he did notice she had very nice earlobes. Rebecca also saw Isaac in the distance. Her brownish-greenish eyes could see things very far away, so she could see his earlobes, his nose, and his kind eyes. She was so excited to meet him. In fact, she was so excited that she fell right off her camel, laughing and smiling. And guess what happened next? Isaac and Rebecca looked into each other's kind eyes. They did become best friends. They shared their big hearts. They discovered love together. They found the kind of love that just knocks you off your camel. They told this story to their children and to their children's children. Rebecca and Isaac's story is the best kind of story, a story worth sharing. It is the story of our whole family, every person in this whole wide world, a story of kindness and love. The end. So this is a love that will knock you off your camel. And I offer it to all of us because deep down, what's more important than sharing life with friends and others who have kind eyes, who have earlobes, who love and feel so big that they take that love and they channel it forward and do good in the world. So I know that there are other things happening, plenty worth talking about, but every once in a while, the model of Mr. Rogers feels like the right one to me. Just go home, put on a sweater, change your shoes, and if we're lucky, let's share a hug with someone we care about who cares about us, and let's do good in the world, because that's a love worth sharing. Bless you, friends. Have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow.